Welcome to the Pink Parley. It's your fine ass host Molly, and welcome to the show. As y'all see today, I have my girl Domina.
Hello.
Ain't no. And I also like to thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all haven't subscribed to the Pink Parley channel, make sure you do that right now. I have new and exciting parlays every Sunday, 8 p.m. PST. And then back to you, Domina. I like to thank you for coming through to the parlay. So we are friends. We met at a swinger party.
Yes, we did. Just two freaky bitches making it happen. Booties was both big. When I saw her, she passed by me. I was like, you know what? I have to speak to this fine, pretty ass, all in pink
little bitch.
And we've been locked in ever since. You know what I'm saying?
But what's crazy about the swinger party, right? So at that moment, I have found this old white sugar mama. Like everybody, all the niggas in the party telling me like, oh yeah, this old white bitch got buddy. She love black bitches with big booties.
Yeah,
she on a bitch.
We was plotting on her that night.
I was already plotting. But then you came through. You had this cute little outfit on, leather outfit on with that little skirt. I seen ass. I followed your ass all the way outside, and then we smoked the blunt, and I forgot all my sugar mama, and I think she left or someone else got her.
We're gonna find her.
We're
gonna get that bag. We're gonna find her. If you watching, if you listening, we miss you.
We
would love to shake that ass. Right.
I like you. Chin. I like white women, older ones too.
Yep.
I'll make you feel real good, baby, for sure.
There we go.
Yeah. I think we're ready to get into it though. So back to that. So I did meet you at a swinger party. Mm-hmm. That was your first swinger party when I met you, right?
No.
Two? Oh, no, it wasn't.
No.
Okay.
I have been to a couple before, but with the same people. So, that was cool. I'm just now getting into it more.
Okay.
I'm poly, as you know. Okay. So this was a good place for me to try to meet people who were kind of outside of the monogamy spectrum and just open to different things.
Okay.
As yourself.
Okay, yeah. Period. So I do know that you are poly, but you're not currently poly. So was there ever a time in your life where you were poly, which I do know you were, but to tell them?
Yeah. So it's so funny because I actually didn't realize that I was poly. I kind of more so thought of myself as just gay.
Okay.
And I found that, I wound up falling for a girl who had a man. But I found that didn't bother me, and then I found there was a name for it. And then I found there was a community for it. So then, now we have lifestyle parties for it. That's cool. But at that time, it was just, I like this girl. She got a man. I could deal with that. I could be cool with him. And so I did that. Okay. It wasn't until a little bit later that I wound up finding someone I liked. She returned and reciprocated that energy of, I'm cool with that. So we're able to bond together, build from that. But yeah, overall, that and just being with a poly man, as you know, he is poly as well. So just having that dynamic of I like women, you like women, we like women. So let's do it,
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know one thing in your relationships, I know y'all are poly, and I know that y'all have been going to swinger parties together like that. Mm-hmm. But I know that even though you like other women, you kind of feel that you want to have other men as well, right? Like you feel like that's more of a fair thing.
I maybe feel more like based off how when I met this individual concerning the circumstances, I think just the transparency of that and the reality of that being more kind of like, oh, okay, I see that you're versatile in that way as I am, that mutuality. I would love for that to exist more in poly relationships. And I've had other friends say the same as well, where we have more men that are kind of like, I can like multiple people, but you cannot. Yeah. And I just think that that's something that we as just individuals, right? The possessiveness, because that's what's beautiful about poly. It lacks possessiveness. You get to engage with a person on a level of, I'm fucking with you. I can be transparent with you. You can be transparent with me. You like her? I like her too. And then you have some men that are okay with that only. And then you have some men that are okay with, you like him? Okay, what you like about him? Mm-hmm. Okay, I like that. Some men, and I think that back in the day, we had more of an appreciation for a challenge, chivalry. Men used to be more competitive for a woman's affections, whereas now we have a little bit more of a situation where it's just more of an entitlement of you see it, you know what it is, come correct. I'm not really with that. So when you ask me about what you just asked me, what I like is the freedom of variety and choosing my experience, as anybody would. I like to choose my experience and for it to still be in alignment with what I like. Now, I can be a martyr in a situation, but that's not doing nobody no favors. You don't want no angry-ass bitch walking around the house, do you? I can keep it tight, but I could also be more flexible in the sense that, let's be mutual. You know that you're open with this experience. You want to have your own experiences. I'm sure you don't always want to include, you want to have your personal experience.
Yes.
I think that when it comes down to it, if you're not going to be a swinger, maybe open. And if you're not going to be open, transparent. And if you can't be transparent, then usually for most women, I think it's a situation of like a safety issue or maybe just not knowing how their partner will respond. But I do think that with most aligned people, they know what their partner is feeling, going through, expressing, and doing. I know for me, I like to keep that availability to find out whatever you need to know. Yeah.
Yeah. I know that you are very more so dominant in your relationships, correct?
I'm what you call a switch.
Okay.
I go where the energy is appropriate.
I would call myself a switch too. That's what I post myself as on, I believe it's Adult Search, where you could actually pick like if you are like submissive, dominant, or if you're a switch. I always put switch because I could do a little bit of both.
Yeah. I think that's the best way to be for me because I'm a Gemini, as you know. So I have if you can encourage the submissive angel baby, or if you want to bring out the little demon from hell, you can get whatever you choose, but I'm versatile in it. And I like to do both.
Yeah.
I do.
I love a Gemini. I feel like when a Sag and a Gemini get together, we're like partners in crime.
Well, we are sister signs.
Yeah. So we get together.
So we
like,
get each other sinister. We do.
Yeah. For sure. And I just know that y'all are very freaky too. So would you consider yourself a very freaky being?
I think I match energy. Like, I wouldn't come to my partner who is maybe only more into kissing and cuddling and be like, so what do you think about being tied down and strapped up, Okay. I would probably adjust the energy according to my partner, but I like to have I do have a variety of energies I can acclimate with. Let me say it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, I want to talk more just about, I guess, like how dominatrix works with your relationship now, because like I know you do kind of want to be more dominant, and like, is he really going for that?
As far as my partner is concerned, he is okay with role play, but in reality, he's definitely not somebody who, and I can honestly say that due to my, how do I put this? I have some bratty behavior,
Okay.
He's definitely a brat tamer. So that's something that comes with the territory of some days it's just like, I'm not going for that. And he's very controlled in his emotions. So it's not no ass I can throw or no energy I can manipulate with. It's just, you're going to come correct that you just going to get baseline energy till I can, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. I could say that I'm a bit of a masochist. So I like a little punishment, but I like encouragement as well. Go ahead and give me something to be good for. But I think that love in and of itself can be fun. And personally with me, I just like to enjoy myself. When it comes to sex and when it comes to engaging physically, when it comes down to it, and I've found this out really after not only doing lifestyle parties, but in just being myself, that I like the freedom of expression. I can respect if that freedom of expression might make somebody lose their minds or get upset or be emotionally detrimented. I still have a right and a reason to be able to navigate, but at the same time, I always have to be able to perceive, because I have been through that, where I thought like somebody that was open to poly or open to a situation was like, okay, yeah, I could take you like as someone else, but they couldn't. And it actually broke them down and they acted out of character. So I say that to say that in that I've learned to handle things delicately, but also take nothing from myself, because nobody's a martyr. And at the same time, there's ways to go about things. There's ways to handle situations and circumstances where if you see somebody's going through something or they've been going through something for a minute, like, it doesn't have to be, like, in something else. So timing comes into it as well as everything else. I guess I say it like that. But I do think an open, transparent, because of how dating is now, it's necessary. There needs to be kind of an ability to go, I'm not liking this. I want something different.
Yeah.
I want an openness to experience new things, and I want to do that with you. I want us to go together, and I think the lifestyle parties are good for that.
Hell yeah. Before we get to the lifestyle parties, I do just want to say, like, I like the way your domination style is, because I feel like you kind of like stand your ground a little bit, but I feel like you kind of like the fact that like the guy can get a little bit, just want to like check you and show his dominance in return. And I think you find that kind of like,
Do you want to know? Do you want to know transparent what it is? So we both have had like a little turbulent, lives, right? We've all had to overcome and access a part of ourselves that has strength beyond reason, right? And when you access this version of yourself, if you honor yourself, for me, it's hard to act like it doesn't exist, because it actually agitates that part of me. And I think that's what it is to be kind of a dom, like trying to be submissive versus actually knowing I am dominant, I am strong, I am fierce, I am able, I am capable. I will take shit over and make it happen regardless of the circumstances. It's real hard to pretend that that's not the case just for me. But it might be possible, for people. But it's nothing wrong with that. That's what you call a sub. And even being a switch. If I meet somebody who has such dominant energy that it makes me feel like, just sit down, shut up, and just let this man lead, I'm happy for that, which is why I would say I'm a switch. I used to really be leaned into the dom, and I think that just had to do with the lack of masculine energy I was encountering around me. It was the sassy man apocalypse at that time. So I think that's when I came into that and it helped me identify those men who were sassy. When I introduced myself and they literally can't say Domina, because it just bothers them so bad that could actually be the energy. But it's like,
a cute name.
I like that. I like that you appreciate it. I like your name, Pinky. I call you Pinky, even though it's Molly.
Pinky here.
But yeah, no, it's not something that I get to shake off. It's something that I have and it exists with me and I live with. And even when I try to, when there's an emergency circumstance or situation, my automatic mode is going to be lock in, get it done, solve the problem. And in that, I'm not doing myself no service to act like that's not the case. Who's that for? Right? So, dumb. But I'd love to be submissive little baby, if I can.
I know you had said that, I know, like, with your relationship with your partner, like, that he could just really stand his ground on something and be like, no, or I guess, like, maybe even restrained from sex, having sex with you at times.
I feel like we did have that conversation, right? So this is how I feel about it. I enjoy the fact that at any time I can always end that. That's always accessible to me. But what I honor is a man that is able to teach me without touching me. That's something that I think as women that have maybe encountered things where it wasn't like that. Maybe we both grew up having to deal with being touched or something and not being able to choose if you were touched. Right. So, and not having that and having a man that's willing to see that because maybe he knows that about you. So when he sees like, oh, that vulnerability is showing, it's like, okay, I'm going to honor you with still giving you love and transparent, like, care and concern for what you got to do, but it doesn't have to be based in what am I going to get after. Like, I want that dick sucked or I want some pussy later, Yeah. Yes, of course, I can always get it. I talk to my nigga, that's just standing straight up for me. But I respect the man and I appreciate a man that knows, like, in this moment, what she needs is comfort and guidance. It's not dick because I could build from that. But that's just crazy.
I'm sorry.
But at the same time, we had discussed that. I mentioned I was doing a celibacy thing as we also detox and drink some water and mind our business.
Which gets me to my next thing. I want to talk about I want to call it pussy punishment. So I feel like, you know, because he can kind of restrain himself and maybe like not give you dick. Do you ever put him on a pussy punishment? Do you believe in that? At
parties, I've enjoyed the fact that when women have come up to him and just been like, hey, what's up? I'm ready to throw it. He's like, nice to meet you. And, you know, have a seat.
Okay.
You good, ma?
So, yeah, you like the fact that he's not so sex-driven as maybe most other men, which is, I'm pretty sure why you guys are together. I like the fact that I don't
really have to worry about him being distracted from the goal by some pussy.
Yeah.
Even if he's like, so for instance, we were attracted to you. So it's like, and that's how kind of like we also talked and based certain things off of. So it's like, I love that even with that, it was like, oh, we could work out. We could see where the head is at, where the mind is at, where the ego is at, where the spirit is at, where that is all at. Before we just go and be on some let's fuck this girl. You get what I'm saying? Even if we could or not, doesn't matter. It was more so like before we engage with this energy and this spirit, let's see where the spirit is operating from and navigate from a place of understanding versus just, oh, let me hit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I appreciate that because any other nigga might have been like, ooh, she got a fat ass. I'm trying to get in that right now. If she's with it.
I value the mind as well.
Yeah.
Sapiosexual.
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 Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
But that would be the term, I guess, for that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I'm so much like that, too. Like, I definitely care about a person's mind or mental connection before I even get into the physical thing and sex.
I respect it a little bit more than
now
just...
that I'm older.
Right.
When I was young, I just
we used to think, didn't it used to think when we were younger it meant we were just interesting and enticing?
I think I was just so experimental. I was trying to find what I like, you know, like I didn't, so like, you know, and I wasn't like in like a super serious relationship or anything. So I think I had that freedom to kind of just date different things and experiment what I like.
Yeah.
So to a point of now where I think like I know exactly what I like now, being in my 30s anyway, like I know what I want. I know how you gotta come stepping to me. I know all the games too. Like, you know, like I know all the lies men play. So, you know, maybe like when I was younger, I was a little bit more naive. So it was easier to finesse me in a bit to get me, you know, to want to fuck you. But
not to cut you off, and I'm sorry for that.
Go ahead.
I had a conversation with somebody who was talking to me, and I had to take what they said in stride, where they was like, you know, sometimes the stuff you went through is like a mask for the next person.
Yeah.
So I respected that because it took me a little while. And my partner had expressed to me, like, you know, sometimes I think you operate from a place of hurt because you've been so open, loving, and giving. Mm-hmm. And then in that being like, oh, shit, that might not have been the best way to navigate. But that understanding being there, it's been, like, helpful for me because being able to see that and then come from a perspective of I have an opportunity to be myself and heal or be in a cycle. And I would say honestly, and we had addressed the lifestyle parties, that's been a good way for me to see women express themselves freely.
I love lifestyle parties. Such good vibes. Like I highly recommend anyone
at least
just
one.
Try it.
Go to one
because it's so cool. Like I love it better than any club vibe. It's just such a vibrational, positive, educational experience.
Having a conversation, naked bitch walk by.
Yeah,
you know?
and then when you see that too, you know, people are definitely in the
education.
back having sex in the rooms. You can definitely peek and see some stuff, but like I think it's like still a great experience.
I hope one day to maybe be free enough to go, let me see how that goes. You know,
like one thing about me, why I haven't had sex at a party yet is for one, because like I'm so sex work driven. You know, I'm about my bag. So if I'm gonna do,
no, I mean like with your partner, would you do something like that with your partner?
Yeah. So if I was with my partner or something, for sure. And I think that's like the first ones that are actually really fucking for real are the ones that are couples because they're just horny, they're already attached, they're like ready to get it on as soon as they step through the door. You know,
right?
For me, it's not like that. I always go solo, so it would be like I would have to like kind of fuck more of a stranger or something, and it's like. For me, it's like, I need to get paid for this, or I need to at least record the content. And you can't have cameras in a party like that. So for me, it's like, I don't like to fuck for free. I'm sorry. Like, I've had great dick.
I think you can maybe tell somebody, hey, I'm doing this for content.
And plus, I'm going to put on a show. Like, I know, like those shows I'm put on, like, I really fuck good. Like, when I see the other people, I've seen some great things. Like, when I think it was like 5 people surrounding that one girl in that bed that one time. Dope experience. Like I liked watching that. Yeah. But then I've seen like some couples like just giving like dry ass head to each other, stiff ass sex, and I'm just like, man, like
I think the craziest thing I've ever seen was maybe like 20 people in a room just everybody. I couldn't even see where one thing was going. Well, it was just a freaky ass night. It was the Valentine's Day party. You know, I was cracking. I've been to like maybe 4 now. So the ones that are based in holidays and stuff, the Christmas one, the Valentine's Day one, people just a little extra horny on those dates. I don't know why.
Valentine's Day is definitely gonna bring the horniness out of a person.
Yes. I think we met around the New Year's, Christmas one. It was a costume one, Halloween.
It was the Halloween one, yeah. Because I remember I was like, I think I was Princess Peach or whatever I was. Like,
you're a cheerleader, I thought.
No, I was a cheerleader. Do you remember me? I was definitely a princess.
I remember that
the picture posted from that night on my Instagram page. And if y'all haven't followed the Pink Parley Instagram account, make sure you tap into that right now. For sure. Gonna throw that in there. But yeah, is there anything else like you wanted to talk about as far as like the lifestyle parties, the swinger parties?
Well, I know you said that you're open to like a bisexual experience. So I want to ask you about that. I want to ask you what made you feel like you're open, and just out of curiosity, what made you feel like, okay, I'm with that. I want to see my man sucking dick with me.
Well, okay, so I would blame like maybe a little bit of porn because I feel like nowadays, like there was a time where like ebony porn was a thing and that was like the main thing on the internet. This is why I fell in love with Pinky. This is why I fell in love with Cherokee the Ass and some of like the old school porn stars. But nowadays in the mainstream field anyways, that is not really a thing anymore. When you see black people, they're usually fucking a white girl or something like that, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. I just really became strayed from that. But then when you go on the gay side of it, you know, you see like all black people fucking each other. And I don't know. I started watching it and I felt like 2 men together are so passionate. Like when you watch the gay porn, like they're kissing each other, they're embracing each other. And then I'm freaky. You see 2 hard dicks, like, you know, they're grinding on each other, you know, like, you know, playing a little sword fight.
Yeah, I see it.
That's fire to me. Like, I don't know. I'll be like, that'd be turning me on. So, and I think sometimes, like, for me, like, I wouldn't call myself like a dominatrix, but I do find it sexy that a man will be willing to submit to receive pleasure like that, because so many men are so like, nah, you ain't touching nothing with my ass. So for a man to just be like, you know what, like, this is a pleasureful spot. I'm going to relax and let you do your thing and let you get me off in the best way possible. Turns me on.
Yeah, be open to pleasure.
Yeah, being more open to pleasure.
Restrictions.
Without restrictions. Yeah. And I don't judge though. I'm not like a judgy person. I wouldn't think that anyone was like gay or anything.
I saw a video once where the guys were like, it was one on top of the other and they was just both, the girl was, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I love the bisexual threesomes.
Watching it. Yeah.
So that's another thing. So I started watching those. I think the first one I ever watched in life was like several years back. So this is when I got this idea. But it was like a Dominican porn, and it was like a cute ass Dominican bitch fucking these 2 hot Dominican guys, and it was fire because it was a bisexual threesome, and I was like, this is sexy. Like to me, like, you know, like to me, sex is very much art, which is why I take it so seriously, and I'm just so passionate about it.
Have you ever done something like the Kama Sutra or thought about doing anything like
you have to break
Kama
down
Sutra?
That.
So, you know
Kama Sutra is, girl.
The sex styles. So, okay, let me show you just
break
a little
it down,
something.
Break it down.
Kama Sutra is like the different positions, the many different positions of sex. They have from 69 to, you know, flying dragon, shit like that. So, I have one that I really like. It's called Alpha Channeling. That one's on Instagram. I want to send you that. But this is
Beyond
Kama Sutra, just a little.
These are like sex positions.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So
you teaching me something new. I mean, I know doggy style, I know like, you know, reverse cowgirl.
The art of the Kama Sutra. This is the ancient styles, like the original people, how they was getting down.
Yeah, this is, I've heard of Kama Sutra, so like I've heard of the term. I do know it's about ancient sex, but this is fire.
Yeah, tantric sex, energy sex, just different little things. I love it's really just positions.
Well, that's why I go to swinger parties, because like I'm not really there to just fuck. I fuck for a living, but I'm there to network, and I'm also there to get education, because I'm at a point like I'm so passionate about sex that I want to learn more. Like I'm truly like that person. Like, you know,
there's a lot of OnlyFans content creators at those parties. A lot of them. So it's always a good way to connect.
Oh, for sure. Just like entrepreneurs. Like, it's weird. It's like almost like people with money go to those type of parties.
Of course.
I'm putting y'all on the game, by the way.
Something about people who are horny, it's two ways. Either you don't got no money or nothing to do, so you just fucking all the time, or you happy, you living good, you got money, you want to fuck.
You know what I think it is? Because, like, people are so busy, and I think, like, people are able to, like, you know, especially when the event is coordinated, they're able to set off that one day. Like, you know, this is my one day to take off, to just fuck and be wild and do what I want to do, experience different things, but, you know, and get back to the program and getting back to work. So I think that's why, like, maybe those type of parties work best for people that are entrepreneurs, grinding, building on their business.
Yeah. And they do OnlyFans, which is sexual.
And then the OnlyFans,
so why not?
too, which
sex
is the
parties,
thing. Of course. Well, yeah. I mean, people... I mean, I love sex parties, but I love sex, period. So I'm into any type of porn star related shit. You know, I do my own content as well.
I know that there was this one girl, she had an amazing party. It was like an all red party, and it just looked so good. Everybody had the red robes on. She had a heart-shaped bed. It was for her birthday.
I want to go to something like that.
I liked it, and I loved the content they created. It was beautiful. She was just on there doing her thing, had her little outfit. It was very, very just, so I see what you mean, sex is art. Yeah. You know, I'm still entering kind of my art journey, so to speak. I've done, I'm more operated from a place of love in my life. Mm-hmm. And now I'm more trying to unlock a freak space from a safe space. You get what I'm saying? Because that was a priority for me, being able to feel like I'm in a safe space to be able to open up and do everything I want to do. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you know, I was always super into relationships. So those working and building and
to a certain degree.
Yeah, Gemini. Yeah. Girl, that's what we do. But at the same time, you know, I still have that side that wants to just have like that freaky, sweaty, nasty little night that is unforgettable. You know, just something that gives you butterflies.
With, I fell in love with. Okay, the
Listen,
Gemini
butterflies in the tummy, the pussy, the brain. That's how it's supposed to be.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like Geminis have a thing with booty holes. I swear to God, every
we
Gemini
do not.
has like either anal or eating ass or it's something.
No ass eating over here.
You never ate no ass before?
Not eating no ass.
Ain't no female or male's ass ever.
Listen.
You're
wait, no, I ate my bitch ass.
Okay, that's what I'm like. That's what the fuck. Geminis be eating ass.
A bath taking, herbal soaking, yoni steaming.
Every
yoni
Gemini
oil. She didn't play about that.
My ass was a Gemini.
Yeah, so I can say that one. I had that one encounter, but I eat pussy pretty good. I never had a woman like eat my ass.
Y'all some eaters.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
I never had
eaters.
You know, I never had no issue with that. So I think that sometimes, you know, freaking skills, it come off a skill too. Like, if I need you to get me off by sucking on my toes, maybe I'm into toes. But if you can really eat pussy, if you can really, you know, know what you're doing, you could have somebody just satisfied completely by those basic skills. But at the same time, you know, if it takes all that, it could be all that. But in my experience, I've never had someone ask me to do no extra shit. It was never necessary. Even if I can do it, I've never had nobody be like, this wasn't enough. I need you to go the extra mile, do a little more. I've never had that. But I can say that if I was asked to do it, I'm not closed off to it. I'm here for it. Whatever it takes, you know. I just never really took too much. That's all. Bless you.
Bless you.
Did you bless yourself? Yeah, I love that. Listen, don't ever.
Bless me.
She don't need nobody's bless you.
I never sneezed on my, like, when recording. That was so awkward, but I feel like I'd sneeze again.
It was probably the blunt.
But what was it for sure?
Yeah.
But what are some of your turn-ons in the bedroom? Like, the one, like, I'm talking about, like, your ideal man. Like, what?
Alignment.
Okay, so
it's a priority.
It has to be the alignment in the bedroom.
Energy. It starts with the sapiosexual energy. The alignment, being talked to, being talked down or through something. Sometimes I could have like tension. So I like a little restriction without like angstiness. You know, I like a person that could hold my wrist together. That's something that I have with my man. Like, he'll hold my wrist together.
Do you like cuffs and all that too?
Yeah, but haven't had to do all that. You know what I'm saying? But I like the holding with my hands, just holding above my head, and then kind of like talking me through something, or even giving me a little bit of aggression, but gentle. It's a recipe for sure. But I definitely love a confident, able, capable person. I love someone who's attentive to the way the body is responding. I love the way, you know, the energy of like I want to barely touch you. I want to get your nerves responding before I even engage with anything else.
Foreplay.
Yeah, I like someone who's actually down with the science of it all, you know? Maybe just blowing on the pussy first, talking to the pussy like, listen, what we about to do tonight
Okay,
is...
no, I'm like, go ahead. That's enough. Go ahead.
But listen. And I also like manifestation. I like someone who understands the sexual energy is an energy utilized to manifest. So if with our sexual energy, you're saying before we fuck, we're gonna be thinking about how we're gonna get this house. We about to buy these cars. So when I'm fucking you right before you nut, I want you to see that house. I want you to see what it's gonna feel like.
Cars while you fucking.
Anything, manifesting. The point is manifesting. Maybe
during
we want
sex.
No, like maybe we want to manifest a beautiful orgasm. Let's keep it simple. Maybe we want to manifest with this beautiful orgasm something that feels orgasmic, like a major purchase or a major accomplishment, no matter what it is. Maybe like with you, it could be your podcast. We fucking you nut, and I said this podcast gonna take off. Right before you nut, think about that's the way it's gonna feel when that podcast take off, and they say, "Hey, listen." You just got signed to this network. We want to hear you all the time, and it feels like this, and then you come. You get what I'm saying?
It sounds a little bit like sex magic, but definitely not because you're actually having sex. But I think there's a term. Do you know the term for that? Where you like actually manifest like your goals while having sex?
Some people who don't have guided manifestation wind up with babies, you know?
Yeah.
But when you're...
But like during sex, I'm manifested, don't get me wrong, but during sex, I'm probably not manifested. I'm thinking like, fuck this pussy, fuck me deep.
Okay, but let's say we're sapiosexual, and before we have sex...
Dick good.
Let's say you're sapiosexual before we have sex.
I'm sorry.
I say, baby, I know how much you want this podcast to take off. You've been working hard, doing your thing. And tonight, I want to try something different. It's called tantric sex. It's energy sex. So what we're going to do is tap into a quantum level. Like, we can do this on a physical level. We could do this on a spiritual level. We could do this on an energetic level. So what we're going to do is manipulate energies to create and manifest what it is that we desire by engaging in our desire for each other to manifest things. So that works for me.
That's powerful.
And it is something that you can do to kind of like... imagine what that feeling, that orgasmic feeling comes with that accomplishment. So instead of thinking about dick, you might think about your podcast. And then you might think, yeah, okay, that dick is so good, but so will that orgasmic feeling of my podcast just took off. And now I'm operating from my network. Yeah. That's exactly what that type of energy, but obviously not one time. You might want to program your brain to whenever you're getting an orgasm, that's me getting closer to my podcast. And then that's just what the universe will respond with. That's my understanding of how things work, you know? But that's just how it works for me. So that's how my understanding developed.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what we spoke about earlier where you said something about celibacy and withholding sex. Yeah. Because if you're not on the same page
or having the pussy punishment.
Right. Have you heard of toxic couples? Where they wind up having great sex and bad energy. And
sometimes some of the best and funnest relationships because the sex is just like
meaningless and good. No direction to it. Just we gonna fuck each other.
Because it means everything to me. That good ass toxic
and literally
dick fire. Like I still reminisce about the toxic dick I've had, even though I know that like I love myself enough to not go back to that. And I have to be powerful and strong in that, but I'll be like, damn, I miss that toxic ass dick because that was the best dick I ever had sometimes.
Yeah, but sometimes when they're fucking you, they're actually fucking you. So, you know, that happens. And then when you have no direction with it, it could be like a real aimless situation. So, you know, even in with my partner, I know when we first started having sex, we were manifestors. So I manifested a house, opportunities, vehicles, jobs, just being physical, you know? And then after working hella hours and all that, it's like, okay, you got what you asked for. There's a sacrifice. And with that, because you know, okay, we might not both be on the same page. You might not both be feeling how this or that is going. Let's not engage physically and then have that confusion afterwards. That's sort of like a preservation method, I say, more than a lust thing.
Right.
So if you know we're manifesting, but right now, like, it's not going to really manifest much, but like frustration, I agree with that. And I know for me, when I'm dealing with a lot of stress, you know, I have ADD. I tend to try to take on a lot and then be like, damn, I didn't So I appreciate just getting an opportunity to focus.
And that kind of goes into like, I feel like sometimes being like mentally ill, I guess like I've been diagnosed supposedly as like mentally ill, 5150 or whatever. But I do feel like sometimes I like the spiciness. I don't know, something about like, I guess because I'm a little bit crazy, that I kind of like the little craziness in my relationship. Like I think it just makes the sex better. And it's like, it's crazy because like I'm trying to train myself to not like that. But like I fear that I'll get bored with dealing with just like a perfect man where there's no toxicity, no arguments, no spiciness to add to the sex life, you know? And
That's
I don't
where
know.
I think the BDSM part comes in, right? So like,
Yeah.
let's say we have a little spicy argument, and I'm like, I already told you, baby, when it gets a little spicy, go ahead, grab that ball gag and gag me.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good way to incorporate healthy toxicity, I think. But, you know, couples are couples. They're going to argue, fight, all that shit. We're people. And then we have a fucked up economy, all this crazy shit going on. So, of course, it's going to be some static. But at the end of the day, I think what it comes down to is just if you know that your intention is to see someone grow and your investment is in them growing, and I think that's where you asked me about Dom and everything else, like being able to just oversee something and be like, I can get with the program, or I can get with what's happening here in a certain type of way. I think that energy is better to respond to that with than like toxicity.
Yeah.
Because that's an opportunity to grow on both ends of the spectrum, like mentally, emotionally, physically. I've been kind of, and you know, I don't know if you've ever had bipolar energy with yourself, but hypersexuality is something that's in that. And so it is nice to be able to control yourself. Yeah, key point in being dominant is being able to control yourself. Yeah. So being able to see like a beautiful, big, fat, naked ass and go, that's nice, and I'm a chill. That takes a lot of control, and that's something that I think is not.
I live a big old fat ass.
We all live a big old fat ass. But I think for me, and that's why, Dom, I prefer to take the time to cultivate the energy and perceive like what does all that come with. Yeah. So had a lot of fat ass thrown at me. But I think that I've been very selective in my pursuits based off of just where's the mind, body, and spirit at.
I think sometimes it takes learning the hard way. Because I've definitely been there where it's like a bitch with a fat ass. I'm about to be with her. I'm about to invest in her. And this bitch ain't shit. And I'm wasting my motherfucking time, motherfucking money. And so I think like it comes from just like learning a few good times in life, or maybe even once. That it's like, okay, yeah, no. Like, I need someone that's actually there mentally, that's actually going to be at least a somewhat decent person to me.
But also, if you see that they're not and you've put yourself in a position to be invested or to have them rely on
value.
Yeah, or at least add a ability to learn and cultivate a space where they can do better. Because I think that as Black people, we got a lot of people walking around like, I've been hurt, I've been wronged, but not taking the acknowledgement of, I didn't put in the effort. Or I didn't really take the time to really see what was right in front of me and cultivate something with that. Yeah. And we've all had a situation where we poured our all into it and got back spades. So with that, I just think that it's important to sometimes, and we do, and I've had this conversation, a lot of these men out here haven't been raised by men. They've been raised by women who are hurt or broken or not having enough or not able to care for them. And then they're expected to go out and cultivate relationships and meet women and have families. Mm-hmm. And as a result of that, we have a lot of broken homes and children. So, you know, I definitely respect the more controlled, intentional energy of the culture than the ratchet wild and out. Like we just got outside and we just got able to do what we want to do. I like the structure. I like that dominant energy of I have a community I'm building. I'm having land I'm trying to acquire. I have people I'm trying to look out for. I have family I'm trying to bring with me. I have loved ones I'm trying to see win. I have money has to be made. I have my loved one that has to be doing what she want to do, living her dreams over a nigga that's like, I want to blow your back out. You know?
I mean, I like the nigga that's just trying to blow back out.
Who doesn't? But we
that's
all
simplicity. Just blow my back out and don't stress me out.
Not right now. Don't
give
stress
me the
good
things.
Don't stress me out.
Don't give me the bad.
We got to be able to lead right now. We got kids and shit.
No, I get it.
That are trying to develop lifestyles and homes off of us, and we can't just offer dick and pussy for that
We're at
to
the age
happen.
where we do have to move very maturely in how we give our bodies.
The people
for sure.
people are learning from, you know?
Yeah.
So we have to have some intellect behind our engagements. And it can't just be all driven by primal desire, even if it is a nice thing to engage in. I think that it's real intentional to be like, hey, let me try to set a standard for myself and a type of like energy that requires standards to approach me. Because with that, it also shifts the energy of how we're perceived in the culture. And it's difficult because we do have a lot of people who are, you know, I know you know some good women who aren't getting treated how they should.
Yeah.
I know you know some good women who are amazing and doing all this and not getting. So it is smarter to be like, let me just get to the bag. Listen, I respect it.
It kind of makes sense in the society right now.
It does, but that's why also the mature kind of like controlled male does too. If you're gonna try to build, because it doesn't make sense to build with a person who's driven off of the things that are easily attainable.
I will say this. I'm sorry not to cut you off. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to just say this, just being a sex worker and how I've noticed the shift. Because I haven't dated in a long time, like actively. Like it's been probably good, like several years now since I've really dated. And I've been just a sex worker. So I've noticed that now women are really bitter towards men because I guess they're just fed up with just being played with, you know, cheated on and all this type of shit. And me, I have a different perspective. I feel like I've had the upper hand in a sense. It's crazy to say that, but being a sex worker, I feel like I've had like gentlemen guys that come compliment me, they come pay me, and I don't deal with none of their bullshit. And my life has been very peaceful. So sometimes when I see women being like so bitter about men, I'm like, wow, like, I don't feel that way. I feel like men are actually fucking awesome. Like they actually pay my bills for me and do a lot for me.
I had a man help me handle everything I had to handle today. Just like, keep it easy for me and just make it simple. So I definitely can appreciate and always will appreciate the fact that our protectors are still here trying to rock and work with us. Yeah. I'll always be grateful for someone who's like, I'll go ahead and put that work in with you and take that time to see you do better and grow as a person, for sure.
Hell yeah. It's like, to the point of like, I like the trick type of gentlemen because they're just so sweet and understanding and apologetic and, you know, supportive, and I don't know, I think they're great. Like, even though people talk bad about tricks and laugh at them, I think like there's some of the best people in this world. Actually,
I think there's a lane for everybody. I think that there's a group of people that are gonna love what someone has to offer. You just have to align with the right people. That's why the first thing I said, we was like, what's your biggest turnout? Alignment. When you can feel that everything falling into place, and now the sexual part is going to just be beautiful and transcendent. And, you know, that's something that I think is essential because we've been real fixated in this culture on. And it's like, I think a lot of you niggas need to know you're having bad sex. You don't eat pussy well, and you're not worried about that. Well, wash your hands and brush your teeth. And make sure that you care for and are concerned with your woman's hygiene. You know, don't be so fixated in the physical that you miss the part where it might, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah. So there's that. I just wanted to put that out there for anybody. Because, you know, it's a lot of confusion about how to do that. How to satisfy a woman, really. You know, I think it's beautiful. If you're meeting men that are just interested and aligned with satisfaction, that's a blessing. Mm-mm.
You have pina colada, don't you?
Huh?
Where's your pina colada?
I drank it all.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm fucked up.
Period. Drinking for real.
Yeah, but...
No, that was great. I feel like we're ready to close out just because I really want to get into this game because we're going to be playing Resha Roulette.
Let's see what's Carisha's talking about.
But we cool to wrap on up on the as far as the parlay goes.
Yeah, let's wrap this up and play some roulette.
Period. We're finna wrap this on up. Make sure you check out my girl Domina on the gram at
Californicator 13.
Hey,
I do hair. So tap in.
Tap in with her for sure, for sure. And I hope y'all enjoyed this realness. I'll catch y'all on the next parlay. Welcome to Play Parley. It's your fine, big booty host Molly, and today today we are playing a game. Hey y'all, so we here at Play Parley, and I have my girl Domina with me. Hey now. And we actually have the Resha Roulette. This is my first time playing it. We have the Reloaded edition, so I think it's her newest one, so tap in with her. And yeah, we already read the instructions and everything. We have a spin the wheel. We have 3 decks where it's either we take a shot, get wild, or dare or play. So you ready, girl?
I'm ready.
All right. I'm going to pass the wheel to you. You go ahead and spin that joint.
All right, let's see. Okay.
Your pick. Anything you want?
Take a shot.
That's the fun.
Okay, take a shot if you gotta use lube to get better have sex.
Ooh.
Squirter over here, so yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna low-key take a shot just because I'm a sex worker and because I'm not always aroused when every client comes through, and you know, like it's not a lot of foreplay involved. It's just like get straight to it, we're using condoms.
Yes.
So my little secret trick for all the sex workers out here, giving y'all some free game. Before each client, I dab a little bit of lube. My favorite for at least vaginal is just a regular old KY basic jelly. Like, you know what I mean? That's my favorite one because I feel like it's the least scented. You know, like it just works well for me for the vaginal. So I just put a little dab on my finger. I don't do anything fancy, and I just put it in there.
Okay.
I would say if you're like super sensitive, you don't want to put your finger in there, I guess get a suppository or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just it helps before each date. So I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay.
I do that.
Go ahead and spin that wheel.
But I get wet. If you have one, I get wet.
Bitch.
Wet as fuck.
Period.
The wettest. No.
Nigga.
Just saying. Make sure you know. Okay, wild card. Record yourself hopping on one leg and barking like a dog and post it on your Instagram with the caption and tag @Clarisha please and @Resha Roulette.
All right, let's do
hopping
it.
on one leg and barking like a dog.
Make it sexy. And here you have it here at the Pink Parley with Carisha.
I don't know, bitch.
That was cute.
I'm trying to make it as sexy as possible because I'm a sexy bitch.
It was. It definitely was. That ass was bouncing, okay?
Okay. I had to.
Let me send you that. You got to post that. Don't forget.
These are the tag names if you want them.
Okay. Let me see.
Ooh, what if she shouts you out?
She better.
Get that good publicity. I sound sexy. It's like I'm fucking.
You do. Don't let me find out you been doing a little puppy
you got the
play.
curtain in the background.
Carisha, please. Resha Roulette. There we go.
You sound lit.
Because I am.
Period.
At the Pink Parley. Lit as fuck.
Every time. And if y'all in the LA area and y'all just want to tap into the Pink Parley, you know, like hit me up. Hit me up on the gram at the Pink Parley. You can go to the website, thepinkparley.com. Order a U-Ho shirt while you at it if you want to. You can go on there and just like fill out a disclaimer, come on for an interview.
Gotta sell that pussy.
Gotta sell that pussy because you got your U-Ho shirt. Thank you for supporting a bitch. Yeah, no, I really appreciate you.
I wear that motherfucker too.
Yeah, it's a funny ass shirt. No lie.
Let me.
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
Ooh, my pick again. Okay. So take a shot if you ever did something strange for a piece of change.
It's like that.
I threw that motherfucker ass. Okay.
Baby. You gotta get the bills paid sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, shit. It says dare play?
Dare or pay. So we have these Carisha bucks. We got $20.
Oh,
and
shit.
we have a little bit of
Nervous.
money that we could pay to get out of doing anything we don't want to do.
Tell the person to your right, I'm gonna say you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how they look. Don't lie or pay them $2. Honestly, I think you're fine as fuck.
Oh,
I think you're a perfect 10. Because, like, you're a beautiful person inside and out. You have a nice-ass body. Like, face is
so do you.
fire. Thank you.
It take one to know one. So when a baddie give you a compliment, it's really, really a compliment. Because, you know, this a Barbie right here. It's a whole Barbie.
Like, you are, I think, a Barbie to me.
I'm the goth Barbie.
More of the goth, more Dom, more, you know what I'm saying?
The Dom goth Barbie.
With it, Barbie, but, like, I fucks with it, though.
Thank you, baby.
But, yeah, you threw me out my whole sugar mama at the swinger party, so that's how fire you are.
We're going to find that. We're going to find you, baby.
No, I'm going to be in my, you know, I'm always in my bag.
Run them pockets.
Get me off my back.
Let's see. Okay, take a shot. Oh, she said, fuck you getting a card.
You getting all the good cards. I want to take a shot. Mm. You got the Africans calling. There's an African name.
About to cuss me out.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Rebuke that at the parlay. Oh, no, this is bad.
We're here at the Pink Parley. Say hi.
We're at the Pink Parley and we're recording and you're disturbing it.
We at the Pink Parley.
Oh, shout him out. Don't you engineer beats? You can go ahead and give a little click, click. I wish I could plug you into the thing. I really could, but I'll have to do a whole lot and I don't feel like doing that.
Daddy calling or whatever. Hi, baby. What you doing?
Just waking up.
Okay. You really want to say something on the parlay?
Say something on the parlay. Say what's up.
No, I mean, like, or I could really plug him in if I wanted to.
No, you good.
You want to get on some topics with us?
We're playing Resha Roulette, and she's supposed to be picking a shake the shot card. Actually, you can read the card to him.
Okay, so. Oh, wait, no.
It's take a shot.
Oh, that's a card? It's not a thing?
No, it's the card.
I thought it was a just do it.
No.
Take a shot if you wearing that.
What?
You said take a shot if you wear that fake shit.
Zara, ain't nothing on me fake, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Listen.
I'm repping that sexy red hood, hottest princess.
Little Zara, little boutique vibes. I ain't gonna lie,
this is Shein and Fashion Nova on the jeans.
Hey, and it looks good as fuck.
You know, I'm chilling right now. You know, as you can tell, I ain't touching my hair. Ain't even laid right now. Y'all.
Okay.
All right, so it's my turn. That's a good ass spin. Well, it's the same thing for me. This is annoying to me.
And it's going to keep being there.
Say 3 things you don't like about one player in the game.
So she picked these cards. I want y'all to know.
Yeah, because
she knows what fucking cards she picked.
I can't think of 3 things I don't like about you.
Okay, I'm gonna think of 3 things for you. So I'm usually late, right?
Oh yeah. Late. This bitch
I
late
have
as
a
fuck.
real bad habit of not answering my phone very good
all the time. Yeah, she never answers her phone, especially when you pull
See
it
how
up.
easy that was.
She's the type that answer like, "Hey, like I'll pull it up in like 15 minutes."
Don't do that.
I get there, pull up,
Don't do
call
that.
her. I'm blowing her phone up like she doesn't answer.
This happened one time.
This happens like at least a few times.
This
and
happened
I'm just
one
like,
time.
wow, like this is crazy to me. So yeah, that is one thing that irks my fucking nerves about you. Yeah, so you
Let
do
me throw some money on this.
You do move slow.
Let me throw some money
like
on
her.
her.
I feel
Let me throw some money on this motherfucker.
I'll take that.
Because I feel like it's just necessary. Okay. Carisha, please. Hey, that ass acid though. All right.
You got 3 more dollars.
Oh, my pick again. Look at that. So we'll go to take a shot this time. Finish these lyrics. Yeah, we nucking. We nucking and bucking and ready to fight. Take a shot if you can't finish the lyric. Well,
you did that shit.
Okay.
I'm going to take a shot, finally. Eat a spoonful of mustard. I picked the wrong day. I'm going to take a shot.
Shout out to Kendrick.
I'm going to take a shot. I don't want to take a spoonful of mustard. That sounds strong. And I'm drinking right now. Oh, that sounds awful.
I feel like a shot is a great alternative to mustard.
Shot.
Carisha just wanted us drunk for real. Ooh, wild card. I'm nervous. Demonstrate in 20 seconds how you give yourself a whole bath. Record and tag Carisha, please.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to use your phone to record.
So it's the fact that I haven't had to give myself no whole baths, but let's see.
Wait, do you want me to record?
Right. So, if I had to give myself a whole bath, the first thing I would do is walk into the sink like this. And on the faucet, and my water ready.
Whole bath. Look at
And my
that.
water.
There goes that on. Yes, more. Washing that ass.
And then after take that towel real quick before I run in the room, like,
Dry that
time to go.
motherfucker off. And you ready to bust it open.
And that's how I take my whole bath.
That was cute.
Okay, your turn.
The dare pay again. Goddamn. No, about my bucks.
They're not gonna be happy till they see you eat mustard.
Tell everyone you go. Tell everyone your go-to search on porn sites or pay $5.
I want to know.
Haha. So
I
my
wanna know.
go-to porn. Okay, I have a couple. So it's either the. I probably have a few. I even have the bisexual porn,
Okay.
gay porn, which is usually like some big black dicks. I like 2 black men, or like gangbang scenes with just black dicks, like black dicks and gay porn. Yeah, for sure. Or I like anal gaping,
Okay.
especially with women. I like when girls like do
when
like,
they got like the
like when they spread their ass cheeks and their booty holes are like open. And you see the black hole. Like I like stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely found out today I need to broaden my search history. Mine is ebony tribbing, giant clits.
Ooh, I love giant clits.
I'm so gay.
I watch the giant clits because honestly, do you think they're like men on steroids or like women on steroids?
So
or anything?
I've seen those big, like just the same. It's just a big ass.
I've seen big ones like this before.
It makes my pussy start throbbing when I see that big ass clit trying to fuck her like a man. I'll be like, there you go, baby. You got it. I like that shit.
Love those too, though, because it turns me on. I love a big clit for one, but then like the fact that a clit could be so big, you can actually put it in a pussy. I get jealous too sometimes because I be like, fuck, I wish I could do that just to feel that experience.
I really want to know what that feels like to be able to be inside of a woman, and I feel like the big clit bitches got it in the bag.
Especially inside of me. Y'all know that got to feel good. Because men, like, the way their faces look when they first get in, it's just like,
she said, I know it's paradise in this motherfucker.
Yeah, like, they be loving that shit.
When you got the pussy that got a nigga that's going to call you 50 times in a row and be outside your house stalking that shit, you got to be careful with how you use that
my coochie. That's why I'm business with my shit. My shit good. I gotta sell it because if I don't, it's gonna be stress and problems, and I don't want that.
Nobody wants that.
My life has been peaceful ever since I've been strictly a sex worker.
Shout out to selling that pussy and not dealing with problems.
Hey, period.
All right, let me spin this.
Look at that. Woo.
My pick again. Look at life.
What the fuck is this shit rigged?
No, that's just how it go. I told you. Text your ex, babe, I miss you, or take a shot. Oh, listen. Let me text this girl.
Text your boo day. What you gonna say? Hey, baby.
I miss you. We was just laughing earlier about what we was talking about, so you already know. We real close. She one of the coolest people I know.
Ooh, great instant. You about to get you a bitch. Watch. Get your bitch back. I'm going to say this is take a shot because I'm not going to do another dare play. Act out your favorite sex position or take a shot. So, y'all, I really like, you know, soggy, in the back, you know, real.
Yes. Got that dragon tattoo popping. You see the arch. You see the arch.
You see it.
So my new favorite is when you got the legs crossed and then they're in the middle of your legs like this. Where it's like this.
Oh yeah, you doing some extra shit. That's fire though. I don't think I ever did that. That's fire. That's sexy. I don't think I've ever, I'm pretty sure I've crossed my legs before. I don't think I have.
Yeah. I hate
That's lit. I'm doing that next time. I'm about to fuck the world up with that.
Take a shot. Oh,
the car, crazy.
Because I told you it's very literal. Show your titties right now or take 2 shots. So showing my titties would have a lot.
You can't do it.
It's a one piece. So shot
number 1. Yeah, let's take a shot. You was ready anyways. Let's be real.
Shot never told was.
Take a shot. Post your sneaky link on your story right now or take 2 shots. I'm going to take 2 shots. Just because my sneaky link is actually a known underground artist. So I wouldn't want to put him on blast like that. Even though I don't think he would mind, I think that would be like really overstepping our
Shout
boundaries.
out to a real bitch.
Yeah,
take
a
these
real
2
bitch.
shots.
2 shots.
Okay, my pick again. Look at that. So I'm gonna hit the take a shot. Let the person next to you smell your underarms right now or take a shot. I feel like that's not. I'm gonna take a shot just out of the courtesy of not doing that. That's crazy. Even though I have had my underarms licked. So I feel like they must be delectable.
Don't lick my underarms. I think that tickle and I'll be mad.
It's not
Get
even.
out of
It's
here.
like a very sensual, just lightly like trace around.
Lick my pussy or something.
That's
sensual too.
That too.
My
Lick me
neck.
everywhere.
I love my neck and pussy. Those are my spots. I know where they at.
Nipples.
I like the eyes maybe a little
trace
bit.
right around
But
here.
that the eyes is teasing me. Like when you have my thighs too long, I'm like, all right, get to the spot. Like,
So wait,
come here.
Are you saying that you don't like right here licks?
I don't like to be teased too much. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
I'm a horny bitch, and I'm
Have you ever
ready
felt
already. So I'm ready already.
Have you ever felt that?
What?
That like side part?
Yeah, it tickles, and it's like,
You don't like it?
I mean, like,
I like
it's
it.
cute for maybe a second, one hot second.
Just that bitch, don't tease me, fuck me.
But
now.
like doing it too long, now I'm aggravated because it's like
not long. No, not long. Don't nobody want to have a whole session on the fucking hip. Give me like a 3-second. You know, little 3 second. You know, nothing too crazy.
No.
Okay, so where we at? Was it you or me?
That was me, I think.
Okay, so. Dare or pay? Order the person next to you whatever they want to eat off of food delivery. You definitely. So she picked these. Again, I want to reiterate.
I don't think I picked all of them though, because I'm like looking at these like I didn't look at
or
everything.
take a shot and pay each player $2. Okay, wait. A food delivery app limited to $25 or take a shot and pay each player $2. I'm low-key hungry, though, so it's not sounding like a bad idea.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm kind of like, damn, wait a minute.
My
Maybe
stomach-
a little pizza.
Hey, not even a cap. I feel like growing the whole parlay.
Hold up. Let's see what DoorDash talking about real quick. Hold up. Because I'm a little faded, okay? Hold on.
We get some little tacos, some pizza.
Damn, I hope they quick too. Ooh, that would be nice. It's gonna be so funny in an hour. Not even an hour, 30 minutes. We just sitting here eating fucking tacos.
Because like I would fucking eat on this camera. Stop playing if they come fast enough.
Okay, restaurant.
Should have went live on the live stream. I mean, I'm live on the Big O though.
Girl, I'm over here looking like, what can we get?
Can we get it? Well, I guess I should continue with the game. I guess.
I gotta put your address here. I just had African food yesterday. It was so good. I had some
Dang, I got no Nigerian food this time.
a goosey stew with beef.
I still haven't gotten to the African food. I'm sorry for all the Africans that might be tapping in, but like I just felt like the fufu I had was very bland, and I felt like
It's supposed to be bland.
no, it's not.
It's supposed to. No, but seasoning it would be good. So I want to be honest and say, yeah, a little seasoning wouldn't hurt. Just
And I
pound
have
that
the
in there
perfect
too.
seasoning. I actually think a little bit of chicken bouillon, not too much, just a little bit, just to add that little flavor, that little
It
chickeny
tastes like
salty
mashed
flavor.
potatoes to me, like mashed potatoes.
It's
with
mashed
no seasoning.
potatoes, but who the fuck eats a bland potato? I don't think anyone in this fucking world, even
But
no
I
matter
will
where
say,
you're
when
at,
I
even in
take
Europe,
fufu and
is
I mix
eating
it
plain
with the
potatoes.
African food, it tastes like the African food and it's real good.
No, it doesn't taste like the African food to me. I taste because when I put the fufu in your mouth,
She
you
ordered
get the fufu
chicken
first before you get
soup. She ordered soup.
No, but I dipped my little fufu in your shit too, and I was like, I still taste this bland fufu. It's just fucking up the flavorful meat, and I'm like, why would you put bland? Maybe I don't know. Like I'm black. I don't know. Like my shit is seasoned. I feel like the fufu needed an element of flavor to hit with the food for me. That was all. But I think if I could season the fufu, I would, and I think I would like it more.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna try it
definitely.
again. And I know there's different what do you call it? Swallows that you can have with
Oh yeah,
the
for
Nigerian
sure.
food.
Like the rice. Some people, if
yeah.
you don't like that, you could get the jollof rice.
Well, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to like the rice too. But I really do want to get into the cultural thing of actually dipping the fufu in the food. I think that's eating Nigerian food for real. Like I feel like you're taking the bitch way out, putting it over rice.
It's hot as fuck though. Some of that stuff has to be over rice because it is so
that
spicy.
spicy ass goat you had, I think. Oh,
Ayamashe.
yeah.
Yeah, the ayamashe.
Well, fuck it then. We finna wrap this game on up because I'm ready to eat and I'm ready to end the parlay.
Okay.
All right.
We could definitely go to 464. Shout out to 464.
Hey, we finna eat now.
Listen. Listen. You should have never pulled that card because I totally checked out. Was like, I am hungry.
And we out.
Special thanks. Dreaded Lion. Youngin BB. Life with her 6 to 7 9. SMG 187. Luis Gutierrez.